just life, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down,
this is Aloore Radio, transmitting
I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
This is Aloore Radio, transmitting from Ibadan.
Beautiful Monday morning to you out there. This is Sport Track on Aloore Radio for your State Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. Of course, there is a place you can get all you need to know in the world of sport. Juventus lost at home yesterday to a relegation threatened side, talking about Serie A. Of course, Chelsea, Leicester City progress to the next round of the FA Cup. In Nigeria, of course, in Ibadan to be precise, our own Danny Teresi, Shooting Stars of Ibadan, talking about NLL. The second tier of the Nigerian Football Premier League here in Nigeria. The Aloore Warriors maintained their unbeaten run, extending it to 21 straight points. And of course, the Agility boys, talking about Crown FC, also secured a 1-0 victory at home at the weekend. On that note, I welcome you to the Updani program Sport Track this morning. My name is Adedamola Adegoke, Sport Brother. Good morning, Ademola.
Yeah, good morning, Sport Brother. And we are saying good morning to our listeners and viewers on Aloore Radio.
Your face is far better fresh this morning.
Maybe because I'm looking younger and younger every day.
But the 25 days is far closer.
Well, we thank God
that one too.
Yeah, it's part of it. We thank God for everything.
I know you when it comes to money. We'll be starting this morning as usual on the program with the National Principals Cup, talking about the project of Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport here in Nigeria. Ogun State on Sunday emerged the winner of this year's edition of National Principals Cup Southwest Zone Finals, played at the Obafemi Awolowo Stadium in Ibadan. The representative of Ogun State, Orile Ilugan Comprehensive High School, beat their counterpart from Osun State Progressive Comprehensive High School 2-1 to read the regional final schedule for Abuja later this month. Speaking on the feat achieved, the Director of Grassroots Sport Development, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, and the coordinator of the National Principals Cup, Demola Are, said the competition is expected to bring about the revival of the cup in all the states of the federation. The President General of the Nigerian Supporter Club, Dr. Raviu Ladipo, said he looks forward to seeing the likes of Kanu Wako, Austin Okocha, among others, emerging after the competition. Next stage of the National Principals Cup, Ogun to represent Southwest.
Yeah, that's a good development. When we're talking about Principal Cup some years ago, this is where we get more talents from the grassroots, especially when we talk about football. So football is a general phenomenon in Nigeria today, even in the world. When you talk about football, even a very young someone will tell you a bit about what he or she knows about football. So it's a good thing, when we talk of Principal Cup, and this is what we have been agitating for a very long time ago, and we thank God that it is being resuscitated now. So we think for Ogun State to emerge as the Southwest winner now, representative. So I think that would be a proper arrangement for the federal or federation competition, which will come up very soon.
The president of the Football Supporters Club said something that is very crucial. Okay. Looking forward to see the likes of Austin Okocha emanating from the tournament. Do you see this thing happening?
Yeah, I see it happening. Why not? Because during the Principal Cup, that is where they discovered some of our talents in football as well, even in other sports. But let's talk about football now. I think that is where we should be able to get some of the players. When you go to some fields, even the local fields like my home now, when we do watch football at somewhere at Alegogo in Akubo primary school, there is a primary school there. When you see some young talents play football, you will be like, are they in Nigeria? Are they not the Brazilians that we know? No, but they are Nigerians. when they are playing good football, you see it in them. You see the passion, you see the interest of football in them. So this is part of what we're talking about.
Ademola, this is where I'm trying to fish out, in the sense that gone are the days that you don't need to know anybody.
Yes, before
you just have to know how to play the game.
Yes.
But this time around, there are a lot of academies, there are a lot of connections.
Yes.
So don't you think connections will even be a barrier to?
Let's be frank with ourselves. You cannot take that one away.
Is it not killing the game?
It is killing the game, but we cannot take that one away from it. You know, we will still say, but we don't want it to be like maybe taking a more percentage of it. Maybe like 30% is still okay, 20-30% of influence. So you understand. But when we talk about real talent, let's see about 70-80% of the real talent, of what you know how to do best. Let's see it in them.
But nevertheless, if there's going to be an influence, it has to be on the part of the person who knows how to do the job.
Exactly.
And away from that, now to Ramat Cup. 38th edition of Ramat Cup International Soccer Tournament is ongoing at Kano. That is 2021. Oyo State is being grouped, is playing rather in the Group D, and we have Oyo State, Kebbi State, Osun State, Ekiti, and Katsina State. And I have to tell you that just yesterday, Oyo State defeated Kebbi 2-1. Another result of the matches played, we have Kwara State 1, Nasarawa 0. Kano defeated Rivers State by 7-1. Also, Kaduna State lost to Gombe by 2-1. Bauchi State 2 and Sokoto State 2. Also 2, Ekiti 1. Talking about Ramat Cup. Ramat Cup is another competition that we can put side by side when we talk about the Principal's Cup.
Yes.
And of course, Oyo State will be continuing his game rather in Group D.
So it's also part of grassroots entertainment, you understand, and it's also something of a good nature. And for us to have to be represented there in Oyo State, so I think it is a welcome development. So we want them to do us proud, to make Oyo State proud. So as the pace setter that people know us with.
Stay sport track on Aloore Radio this morning, and we are still talking about the Ramat Cup. And of course, today Oyo State will be slugging it out with Ekiti State, and again will be played 9:30 a.m. this morning. Kebbi will also play their games, and let's be specific. We are expecting Oyo State to maintain the momentum of their record in the last game they played. Ekiti will slug it out with Oyo State 9:30 a.m. today. And away from that, let's quickly go to DFCC Fight Night. Bayelsa State born Ebere Wakuchu beat Peace Imen in the Super Fighter Weight Women's Bout of the Dynamite Fighting Championship Africa Fights night, the FCC tagged the region of Heroes 2, which aired at Eddie Wine Bar in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Speaking to the Federation media after the exciting fight, Ebere, who won through an anonymous decision, said he's thankful to DFC Africa for the platform and hopes to achieve more in another entertaining. Both super striker Jack Ayana in his first professional fight proved just too strong for Daniel Smiling Assassin, a wolf of the International Euro Institute of Mixed Martial Arts, and he knocked him out just 56 seconds in the second round of the welterweight bouts. And also this one is GoTV Boxing Night, Works Boxing Federation Intercontinental Super Featherweight. Real One Oladosu will on April 2 duel with Ghana's Emmanuel Afuko Ado at GoTV Boxing Night 22, scheduled to hold at the Mobolaji Johnson Indoor Sports Hall of the Euro Park Sports Hall in Lagos. Oladosu, who is yet undefeated as a professional, said the World Boxing Federation title both remains the fight of his life, saying it will be a demonstration of the progress he has made as a boxer. Ridwan Babatunde Babyface will equally face Makava Skela Omari of Tanzania for the World Boxing Federation International Fighterweight crown. State Sport Track on Aloore Radio. And before we move to the NLL, let me quickly bring to you some of the results of Nigeria Premier Football League matches played yesterday. Kwara United defeated by 2-1. Wiki Tories also lost at home to Kano Pillars 2-1. Atlant settled for 1-1 draw against Warri Wolves. FC Imba, the game has been postponed. And of course, Abia Warriors defeated Katsina United 3-1. Also, Lobby Stars 4 and Rivers United 1. Sunset Stars versus Enyimba and Rangers International United game will be played there.
Because seeing away team, home team beating at their home ground by away team is a development. When you see something of that, you see that it is okay.
Don't forget that we also recorded a win at the NLL too.
Exactly.
And Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan go to remain top on the log with 21 points. Mohammed Akilu got the only goal of the thrilling encounter, slashing in Murita Latayi's pull out 4 minutes to the end of the first half to extend 3 of beating run. 4 minutes secured maximum point for Crown FC in the 8th of the Nigeria National League at 2 great teams from Oyo State doing Oyo State proud.
Yeah, I think we still have to continue to praise them because they are doing a very good job for the state. So the players, the management, we are been clamoring for a very long time. So when you see there are good people or the people that knows how to do something best in that position, this is the kind of things we should be expecting of. So I think it is we are very glad for seeing them.
But there are speculations that we Shooting Stars should not give up this time around, that the game is not over yet.
Yeah, the game is not over. Even let me tell you, the game just started. The game is not over at all. I think they are playing series of games ahead now, and they should not let that sink into their heads and believe that maybe because they are winning streaks, So like 7 games, though it is something of a yardstick for them to do more before that maybe they will now think that they are good.
They should try to put more effort so that they can keep the momentum. Head coach of Shooting Star talking about Edith Agoye, who is optimistic that they will be taking the game one after the other. Let us listen to his voice.
Shooting Stars will still have to qualify for the playoffs. Clearly the best team in the division. It shows that Shooting Stars are clearly the best team in the division, and your team has scored 16 goals and conceded only 1. What can you say about your defenders' effort in today's game?
Yes, that's a team. We are very happy with the output of the goalkeepers, the defenders, the midfield players, and the attackers. Everybody did their bit when the team is defending, and we are very happy with what they did today.
So are you assuring you know it doesn't end here? Shooting Stars will still have to qualify for the playoffs. So are you saying that with the way your team is playing now, you are confident that Shooting Stars can gain promotion next year?
We are very happy. Naturally, we should be confident in our performance in the result matches. You don't celebrate until the final day. We want to continue to improve because we know we still have margin to improve with this team. Despite the fact that we'll be able to win 7 matches, we know there is margin for improvement. We want to continue to improve game after game.
That was the voice of Coach Edith Agoye.
Yeah, he's trying to tell his boys to still keep the momentum, and not that they should let the winning streaks to get into their heads. So I think this is also a motivation from the coach, so from the head coach of the 3SC, and I think that is the way it should be done.
State Sport Track on Aloore Radio this morning. 8-time winner Chelsea will play Manchester City, and will play Manchester City. Eight-time winner Chelsea moved into the FA Cup semi-finals with a hard-fighting 2-0 win yesterday against Sheffield United. Sheffield United midfielder Oliver Norwood kicks Ben Chilwell's low cross into his own net to give Chelsea the lead in the first half, with Sheffield United pushing for a goal to take the game into extra time. Akinsegi scored for Chelsea 92 minutes.
Is a plus to their ambition, because they are already in the quarter-final stage of the UEFA Champions League and 4th on the log of the league, the Premiership League. I think, and they have been drawn again against Manchester City now, their arch rivals. So I think this is one of the things we are talking. When you put someone who knows how to do something good into the position, so this is the kind of result you should be expecting of. So I think Timothy Tuchel is handling the team the way it should be for now.
The owner of the team, he even believes that he's getting results because he kept changing the managers when the need arises.
Yes, of course, that is one thing about Chelsea. If you do good and you keep your feet in, and if you behave somehow, so you are ready to be fired. So that is one thing about the team, and I think is because the team believed in getting Lawrence. That is one thing about Chelsea Football Club.
Still, Manchester United at the King Power Stadium. Leicester, who lost to eventual winners Tottenham in the 1982 semi-final, while the more vibrant side as Kelechi Iheanacho, who now has 9 goals in 9 games, scored twice for Leicester during the training encounter. Iheanacho scored the opener 24 minutes. Martin Green of soaking marking at a free kick to head in Leicester third.
City, though it is not as if it is surprising or amazing, so you understand, because when you look at Leicester City, they are one of the surprising team in the Premiership for this season, and even not that surprised because they have already won the Premiership some years back. So I think with the way they are doing, I think it is a very good development. And you know, the shortcomings of Manchester United came from their coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he underrated Leicester City by feeding some players that are not in their first position. So you understand, it's their first starting lineup. So look at Fernando, Bruno, some other players, they are being rested, which is not supposed to be when you are playing a team like Leicester City, second on the log. So what do you expect? So I think he made a very huge mistake yesterday by feeding some of the second leg players into the game yesterday.
Feeding second leg players responsible. 2-0 win at Everton, and of course Southampton also reached the last four for the second time in 4 seasons with a 3-0 win at championship side Bournemouth. And of course the draw has been made for the next round of the game, and it's going to be Chelsea versus Manchester City, and of course Leicester versus Southampton. The game will be played on 17 and 18 April 2021 at Wembley. And of course Arsenal also level up